ein.
That spook you saw in the video, he's living somewhere in the building. A secret space. I'm sure of it. If we compare old blueprints, we should be able to find places that have been walled off. Spaces he could be hiding. So let's get to it. That's it. An old generator room. That's where he's hiding. Come on, partner. We're on to him.
Warum?
Hello?
Mit der Axt.
Gonna knock through the wall.
We don't have time for this.
Wie heißt er denn? Der Redman. Ups.
Well, living in the walls doesn't make this guy a killer. See if you can find anything linking him to the victim's apartment. Maybe this guy killed Salt, torched his room, then regretted it. Well, let's keep an open mind. If he did have a hand in Salt's death, the evidence has got to prove it. I'll leave you to it. I know it's not pretty, partner. But just remember, the world's a real messy place. And we're the cleaners.
Aber sowas von. Ja klar, wenn er zeigen muss, was er drauf hat, ne, dann ist er sofort da. Guck mal hier. Man erkennt sofort, ne, wenn man es fotografiert.
It's lighter fluid. Thing is, I don't see anything to light in it.
Einmal mal zwischen der Sicherung entdeckt hier.
This guy wrote a lot of strange stuff. Most of it looks like gibberish. But if there's something about the killing we have to know. Check it out, partner. See if there's anything written about Salt. I'll be in touch.
Und weg ist er wieder.
Don't lie. That's good advice. Times like this, I want to meet the guy's parents. Didn't they tell him not to write on the walls? Still, it might tell us something. So check these ramblings carefully. There's sometimes a nugget of truth in amongst the madness.
His name was Hercules Welt.
Hercules Welt.
Hercules. No wonder he was nuts. Used to be a physics lecturer, but hasn't been seen for years. No address. One day he just left. Came here, apparently. The cause of death is strangulation, definitely. But there's strange bruising again. Very suspicious. I get the feeling we're missing something here.
Wieso wir? Ihr? Ich nicht. Ich mach die Arbeit hier. Autopsiebericht von Welt.
It's the same bruise as Salt had. And I've seen this sort before. When someone's been clubbed.
So Pete thinks he could have been knocked out. Okay. So we need to be on the lookout for a weapon. But where? We can't search this whole building. If this guy was murdered, we need to figure out who did it. The world is full of simple lies. It's a quote from De Tocqueville. And it's true. But it doesn't have much to do with us.
He's been here. I can tell. When I kill a cat and leave it there, forget I did it. When I draw a message on my own floor, when I flood my own apartment, I know he did it. I know it was him. And no one believes me. I hide these tapes because he can go through the walls. He can come through locked doors. I can't sleep. I wake up and I'm all dazed. I know he finds these tapes. I know he finds them and I know he watches them. He watches them and he watches me. And no one believes me. He's coming for me. I can feel it. There's nothing I can do to stop him. No one believes me. No one can help me. There's nothing I can do.
When you're done, we could go graffiti Burton's house.
Graffiti's a crime, but these spray cans aren't evidence. It's lighter fluid from somewhere out west. Pete says it's not sold locally. So I wonder how it got in here. This guy sure doesn't look like the traveling type.
This isn't telling me anything, mate.
So, dann. Wo haben wir denn? Ach so. Denkst du, ich finde das hier, was ich suche? Ich hatte da ein Foto.
The lighter fluid is exactly the same paraffin content as the accelerant you found in Salt's room. It's too rare to be a coincidence, which means right now, it looks like the spook was our firebug.
So, there's different handwritings. Why am I not surprised? Have you got any samples from the suspects?
Schreibproben? Nein. Haben wir nicht. Speicherkarte und Schleimpilze. Ach so. Mit dem Schimmel an der Wand. Boden, da.
Mold on the card isn't the same as the stuff on the Vic's wall. It came from somewhere else. Somewhere dirty.
Okay, da war jemand dreckig. Und hier fehlt uns doch ein Gegenstand. Oh, die zerbrochene Vase? Nee. Okay, die Assoziation. Wo ist das Buch? Ach, da.
It's Hatman's handwriting? He's behind all this? That's enough for a warrant. Wait for me here.
Mal gucken, ob er hier wieder abstürzt. Denn.
I'm getting that warrant, but it's gonna take time. Keep hunting, partner. There's no such thing as too much evidence.
Na denn, auf. Du kannst erst an die Tat zurück, wenn du die Indizien im Computer bearbeitest. Hä? Ich hab doch nichts mehr. Hä? Was ist das? Hä? Ja, am Computer. Wo denn hier? Welche muss ich denn nehmen? Hier ist da nichts. So. Seht das mal live. Ah, da war noch nichts. Und der lädt. Oder lädt. Oder lädt. Oder lädt. Oder lädt. Oder lädt. Und er lädt. Und er lädt. Und er lädt. Ganz schön spät. So. Sagt mir jetzt gerade nichts der Name. So, ich glaube, wir haben ein Problem. Oh. Dann machen wir es so.
This place is creepy. It's like an animal's cage. You'll need to look closely for trace evidence. Any clue that someone else has been in here. Keep me posted.
So. So, was sollen wir jetzt machen? Wir sollen, dass jemand anderes hier gewesen ist und die aus Zollzimmer stammen könnten. Ach so,
Well, that's charming.
So, dann gucken wir mal, ob wir was rausfinden können.
The stars diminish, and no time persists beyond the edge of all light, all science, all words. Can you imagine what this guy would be like at a dinner party? Who watches the watchers? That's a good question. Maybe everyone watches everyone. But then...
Oh.
In the salted earth, we both soon lie like brothers, both by my sorry hand. The salted earth. It could be a reference to salt, which means it might be a confession. Good find, partner.
Tja, hab ich gefunden.
I know you're watching this. And I just wanted to say I'm sorry. Please listen to me. For whatever it is I've done, I'm sorry. If you would tell me what it is I did, what I could do to make up for it, I'm sorry. I don't understand. It's just all a game to you, isn't it? I don't understand. Please stop. Please. No.
Ist keine Frau.
Well, I think that settles the issue, don't you? Question is that Welt?
Looks like the spook went through a lot of candles. Does that make him a firebug? Not necessarily. So there's paint on this? Oil paint. The kind used by artists? Looks like he wasn't big on housekeeping.
Komm. Herkuleswelt. Gürtel und Stift? Warum?
The paint the spook used on the walls. It's different to the paint on the belt. It's oil paint. And this guy was no Picasso. Which means it came from somewhere else. I want to know where.
Ach, der will immer alles wissen. Hatte ich doch gerade gemacht. Oh. Stativ und Gürtel, warum?
chemical on this belt. It's the same as the residue on Salt's tripod. Potassium carbonate.
Klar, wusste
It's a
ich.
good find. But what would it be doing in here?
Achso, das war die Sicherung. Mhm. Okay. Hat man das nicht eben?
I'd say this is how our ghost got in and out.
Scheint nicht weiter zu sein. Gucken wir mal.
So the spook left prints on there. It's definitely how he got in and out. Like some kind of animal.
Okay, er war am Tatort, wir waren beim Brennen und natürlich, wo er... Ach, Mensch.
These could be the same matches as the one you found in the burned apartment. You'd need to do a comparison to be sure.
So, wo sind die Streichhölzer? Mhm. Entweder sehe ich es nicht oder ich übersehe es. Wahrscheinlich. Ach, der Abstrich war das, okay.
The algae in these match heads is identical to the match you found in the apartment. Good work, partner. These are the matches our arsonist used. Now a harder question. Was the spook really our arsonist?
Ba, 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 ba. Oder was? Aber was fehlt denn jetzt noch? Warte mal, I. Irgendwas da? Na toll. Weiß ich jetzt nicht, was ich gesummt habe. Manchmal kann ich mich an so Sachen nicht erinnern, die ich selber gemacht habe.
Pete says these are pottery fragments from some kind of vase, which is suspicious. I mean, the spook wasn't exactly the flowers type.
Manchmal, aber nur manchmal haben
Okay.
Frauen...
Pottery fragments you found match a broken vase from Salt's room. So someone's been there, then came here. It could be the spook, but until the evidence proves it, we can't make any assumptions.
Sie war's.
Yeah,
What? I'm just on my way.
he wasn't imagining it.
What?
Francis Salt. He wasn't a suicide. Look, we don't have it all figured out, but this guy Hatman, he's involved.
James, we've been through this. Salt, your victim, I could have had him committed. And Hatman? Why would he go to so much trouble? It doesn't make sense. He couldn't have. Salt was just crazy. That's my professional opinion.
Yeah, well, here's mine. Hatman's got a hand in this. We matched his handwriting to a fake note. This isn't his first time, Anna.
A guy with no history at all. You gonna have him followed? What about surveillance? Who's gonna give... No, I don't have time for this.
Find some. This is serious. You played it wrong. Salt paid the price. Now Hatman's killed 2 people. There isn't gonna be a third.
You're serious about this?
I'm serious.
Jetzt muss sie die Suppe auslöffeln, weil sie ihn falsch behandelt hat? Bitte was? Da komme ich jetzt gerade nicht so richtig mit.
Detective. Brought reinforcements.
We need to look around a little. You don't mind, do you?
Not at all.
Why don't you step outside?
Sure. I could do with some fresh air.
Die Wohnungen sehen alle gleich aus, wa? Ein bisschen.
You're going to arrest him for what? Being a health hazard?
I'm gonna arrest him for murder. We need to crack this. If it's happening, he won't have left stuff just lying around. There's no perfect crime.
If this guy is as clever as you think, James, then this mess isn't what it seems. It doesn't fit the profile.
I'm gonna call my partner.
Ja, schon da. Ich sag, sie ist es.
We need something that links Hatman to Salt's room and to the recluse. I'm sure it'll be here, you just gotta find it. We'll keep an eye on Hatman. You get up here and do your thing.
Ich mache mein Ding.
Come on, let's go.
Wenn das alles ihre
I
Patienten
looked into
sind.
this guy Hatman's background, but there wasn't much information. Not locally, anyway. He used to be a locksmith, but now works in a chocolate factory.
Ah, Charlie.
I don't trust him. I think he's playing us. I just need you to prove it. If there's one thing I learned from Jeffrey Dahmer, it's always check the fridge. We need to know everything about Hatman, partner. I want to know what he's thinking. Search this room. Show me what he does with his time. Bingo. Let's get that analyzed as soon as possible. If Hatman's been in the spook's room, I want to know about it. Handwriting's one thing, but a jury needs more than that. Find me evidence that links him to the spook, partner.
Wie sieht denn das hier aus? Oh, ich bin ganz in der Kunst versumpft.
It's a good idea to check suspects' clothes. Dirt can tell us a lot about places people have been.
Well, it's a nice photo. After a hunt. This isn't telling me anything, mate. Is this evidence?
auch an allen Orten gewesen. So.
It's blood, mate. Human. But it's not the victim's.
Blood
It's
man.
not Hapman's. It's not anybody's yet. I'll get a search started, but you know the drill. They've got to be in the database, so don't hold your breath.
It's from a place called O'Malley's. Why do I feel like I've heard that name before?
Okay, es kein Blut von denen.
I saw something on the floor, under the counter. Check it out for me, partner. Have a look through the kitchen while you're at it. Something tells me he doesn't clean often. There's stuff everywhere here. Start with trace evidence, the small stuff, anything with DNA or prints that might connect to Salt.
Okay, ich muss glaube ich wieder... Warte mal. Okay, vielleicht kriegen wir es darüber gefixt. Ne, der bleibt jetzt dunkel beim Speicher. Na super. Guck mal hier, pass auf. Da, da. Und auf ein neues. Fünf. 4. 3. 2. 1. 0. Und Zündung. Jetzt. So, dann machen wir mal weiter Musenfotos hier.
If Hatman was watching Salt's videos, he did it on this.
Aha.
I guess he likes to read. Well, so do I. Make sure you check
Psychic
out his reading material, partner.
discoveries
Find out
by
what's
the
been on his
Russians.
mind.
Okay.
Does that look familiar to you?
Hm.
There's matches in that ashtray. Good thinking, partner. Get them tested.
Ja klar. Das andere kann ich nicht fotografieren.